Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me again as we continue to take a look at 6 easy, 6 simple, 6 non-complex steps to teach reading. Now from my angle you can probably tell that I'm holding up the camera, so I am going to be trying to get through this video for your sake and mine as quick as possible. But you know, we have to move on to step 5B today. And if you are new here, inviting you to take a look at this playlist that I will link above so that you can see the steps preceding this one, and so you can get on the bandwagon at the right place and at the right time. For step 5B, we'll be teaching how to sound 2 vowel words. Now, you would have remembered in a previous step, we looked at how we sound 1 vowel words and the rule that governs that step. And now we're moving on up to the east side, right? To a deluxe apartment in the, okay, if anyone who, come from a little bit of 90s, know that reference, or 80s, right? But we're going to be looking at, as I said before, 2 vowel words and how we sound those 2 vowel words. Or previous step 5A, we looked at the sound of the long vowels, and we said the sound of the long vowels is so easy to remember because the sound of the long vowel is the name of the vowel itself, right? So if we want to know the long sound of A, we simply say the name of the vowel A. That's its sound. E says E. I says I, O says O, and U says U. Now, when we get into the reading of the words, now using those sounds, the rule that governs step 5, specifically step 5B, the rule says that when there are 2 vowels in a word, the first vowel says its long sound, and the second vowel is silent. I always put my finger over my lips like, shh, we don't want to hear it. It's there, but we don't want to hear you, okay? Be quiet, right? So that is the rule for that step. So when there are 2 vowels in a word, the first vowel says its long sound, and the second vowel is silent. So let's say we have the word Jane, and I'm gonna put it up. Jane, right? We have the word Jane, and we want, the student has never seen that word. They look at it and they're like, what is this, right? We say to them, okay, the rule says when there are 2 vowels in a word, the first vowel says its long sound and the second vowel is silent. So let them tell you first, what are the 5 vowels? The 5 vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Okay, great. Now, how many vowels do you see in that word? They should say 2. After they've said 2, the next question is, what are those vowels that you see? You just want to make sure that they're identifying the right letters as vowels and they're not looking at a consonant and calling it a vowel, right? So then you let them say A and E. Those are the 2 vowels they would see in the word. Then you repeat the when there are 2 vowels in a word, the first vowel says its long sound and the second vowel is silent. And you ask them, what is the first vowel you see in that word? They should say A. Okay? What is the second vowel you see in that word? They should say E. Now again, you repeat the rule. When there are 2 vowels in a word, the first vowel, and the first vowel in this case is A. So you say to them, what sound will A make? If the rule says that when there are 2 vowels in a word, the first vowel will say its long sound, what sound will this A make? And they should say A. Then you say, okay, very good. What sound will this E make? Now, notice how I phrase it? I say, what sound will it make? Just to keep the consistency. Clearly, if it's silent, it's not making a sound, but you want them to say, it's not making any sound, it's silent, right? So I usually say, what sound will the E make? It won't make any sound, it's silent. So that means We go J says J, A says A, N says N, and E is sh. E silent. We don't pronounce it. We don't want to hear it. So we have J, A, N, J, A, N. We don't want to hear nothing from the E. We don't see you, right? Well, we see you, but you're quiet, right? J says J, A says A, J, A, N, J, A, N, J, A, N, Jane. Jane. A word that has the long E sound. Let's try the word meat. M-E-A-T. I love meat. Just a random fact about me. I love meat. So the rule says that when there are two vowels in a word, it doesn't matter what the two vowels are, right? Or where they are in the word, it doesn't matter. As long as there are two vowels in the word, that's what this rule looks at. How many vowels are in the word meat? There are two vowels in the word. We'll need to apply this vowel rule. The first vowel in the word is E, and the rule says that that E, because it's the first vowel, will have to say its long sound. What is the long sound of E? The long sound of E is E. The A is the second vowel in the word, and the rule says when there are two vowels in a word, that second vowel needs to be silent. Shh, we don't want to hear it, right? So we will not be making the sound of that A. So the word would end up being M says M, E says E, M, E. We're not sounding the A because it's the second vowel and it needs to be silent. M, eat, M, eat, meat, meat, right? Again, the E, because it's the first vowel, will take on the long sound. The A, because it's the second vowel in the word, will be silent. It does not matter where in the word. It does not matter what vowel it is. It's the rule that we're applying. And then, of course, we sound the consonant at the end. Whether the word ends with the consonant or ends with the vowel, we're applying the rule when we see two vowels in the word. In every situation, there are exceptions. We're not looking at the exceptions right now. We're not introducing any exceptions right now. We're looking at what they will commonly see and applying the rule to those kinds of words. So again, the rule that governs step 5B is when there are two vowels in a word, the first vowel will say its long sound and the second vowel is silent. This is really it for step B. I have a feeling I will be doing a follow-up video to this one just so that we can look at what happens when they're seeing both short vowel words and long vowel words together, and a formula for them working it out pretty quickly so that they can move through the words and move through reading them in a timely manner. So my hands have held up the camera for as long as it can. But thank you so much for watching. Again, be sure to share this video. Thank you for all those who have shared already and continue to share as we continue to take our journey through to teaching reading in 6 simple steps. And if you realize this is step 5, which means we are almost at the end of this series. But our work is not done. I invite you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment, share the video. Continue the good work you are doing to help to teach someone to learn to read, or if you have started this journey in trying to learn to read, kudos to you. Keep going. You will get it. Trust me, you will get it. And you will be able then to quite possibly teach someone else. So until we see each other again, take best care. Bye-bye.